57 laps complete this time by, and look at this pack. Trouble off trouble board. Newman slams the wall. Man, comes Schrader, and Newman is in the air and over. Ryan Newman, last year's Rookie of the Year. The rear end ripped from the car as he slides down the asphalt, and when that car hit the grass of the tri-oval, Ryan Newman went upside down. Come on, boy, get out. A crash on pit road. Bobby Labonte has slammed into Ken Schrader as Schrader slid through the infield grass.
And the problem was Schrader was already wrecked. They come down pit road. I don't think Schrader could control his car.
Ryan's moving in the car. So he is moving around trying to get out.
There you see Ryan Newman right there.
Oh, yeah, he waved to the crowd. All right, buddy.
What a ride.
Let's watch her here and see what happens. Oh, Kenny Schrader got out of control, got into him. Oh, that's what happened, Mike. His right rear tire came off. Car goes airborne, then when it hits the ground, it digs in and just rips it apart. Let me tell you, the way these cars are inside, he's like he's in a capsule in there.
Rain begins to fall here at the Daytona International Speedway. This storm system has been moving across Florida all morning. It was expected to come in here sometime this afternoon. Here are the various scenarios. Hopefully we can get this race completed during this afternoon, get the track dry and get back to racing. If not, the track is lit for night racing. We've not completed 100 laps, which would be halfway and make this race official. We started the day in Daytona with more than 160,000 sun-drenched race fans who are now just drenched. It is pouring. Everything but cats and dogs here at Daytona. One person has a smile on his face, and he's with Matt.
And that's Dale Earnhardt Jr. talking to his crew chief, Tony Eury Sr. First off, you were playing weatherman a little bit. Did you think this was a big 12-hour cell?
Yeah, it looks pretty bad right now. I kept on talking about the weather all morning, and they said whenever it got here, it's going to be here a while. But hopefully, there's a window in there somewhere. I don't want to see it get stopped past halfway. I mean, we spent 2 weeks down here. We need to run 500 miles. I mean, that'd really blow if we had to stop the race after halfway. But hopefully NASCAR will stick around, even if we have to do it tomorrow.
Now, when you were on the backstretch, you happened to look over to your left, and what did you see?
All the jumbotrons. I can watch the race myself, half of it at least.
How much can you see going by at 190?
Well, there's 2 of them back there, so I've seen all the replays on all the wrecks we've had, and a couple pit stops. Saw the 43 car having trouble on pit road. I don't really know what else is going on when you're up front. It's hard to tell who's having trouble and who's fell out and what's happening. So
it's kind of boring up there?
Yeah, I get good coverage back there.
We'll try to work on that coverage for you.
All right.
The one big thing here in the pit, he was laughing at a Napa commercial that he starred in with Michael Waltrip. Mike?
I'm at the wrong track.
I didn't know I was that good looking.
And I'm not splitting the money with you.
You think they're making fun of me? I think they're making fun of me. Okay, I got an idea. Larry, work with me here, okay? Jeff, you're listening. Tarps in the wall. You build these tarps like curtains. And when it starts to rain, you pull the tarps down over the track, hook them down the bottom, and when it quits raining, you let them loose, and we go back racing.
You know what a 2.5-mile tarp would cost?
You've been thinking too much. You have way too much time.
Work with me, buddy.
You don't have to work with me, just don't work against.
That's right.
That's always been my motto.
All right, innovation. Well, there is blue sky in that horizon. It has just poured, the hardest I've ever seen it rain in Daytona Beach, but the rain has stopped, just like somebody threw a switch. The sky is brightening, and they're going to begin to dry the track right now. We'll be right back.
I still got a little dirt in my teeth.
And in your ears, but
yeah,
you're good for the wear here.
Yeah, we just coming off of 3 there. I know we were 3 wide, and I don't know if my car washed up or what, but I felt the car get light, and I washed up, and I don't know if it was Schrader or whoever next to me, and the way I hit him, it just kind of shot me towards the wall, and I don't know what happened to the rest of them. I saw Schrader and Labonte in the infield care center there, and I told them, I said, I'm not really sure what happened, so if you guys are mad at me, let's go ahead and fight about it now. And, but you know, they were really just concerned with me and their own health, and happy to come out of the Auto Dodge in one piece.
Yeah, a lot of drama as the car flipped and everyone was waiting for you to get out. Any loss of consciousness, or were you just plain stuck in the car?
I was stuck in the car. There was about a wad of sod about 6 or 8 inches thick and about 2 feet long that was actually in my lap. And I had my feet down in the back of the seat and then my head down up into the windshield, and I couldn't get turned. And I'm a pretty small guy myself, and I couldn't get turned to get out of the car itself. And they actually had to help pry me out of the car when I was there. So it was actually more painful getting out of the car than it was throughout the wreck. We timed it pretty good, didn't we? We got to do this interview when it quit raining.
Yeah, but you made us stand out here in the rain, so if you take anything away from that, then that's it.
Don't look too wet. Don't complain to me.
Well, I'm glad you're doing okay, guys.
And that's what it's all about, just positioning yourself for the end of the race. Fortunately for me, Artie Kepner's just doing an unbelievable job directing race broadcast.
Are you watching the backstretch Jumbotrons too?
Yeah, and he's timing it to where when I come off turn 2 during the caution, I can look up and see all the replays of the accidents and things that are going on. So good job, Artie. We're down here in the pits just enjoying a piece of Domino's pizza and a Coca-Cola, relaxing, ready for this great American race to resume. I thank God for the honor to get to drive for this team. It's so fun to have these great Napa guys behind me.
Our old rubberhead next to us got our pit partner here, kind of screwed us up.
Rubberhead, define that.
Well, Rubbermaid, Rubberhead, whatever.
97, Kurt Busch.
Whatever you want to call him. He screwed us up on the first pit stop. He was in our pit stall again, so that got us a little bit back behind, and we've made it up again. So we'll just keep going and keep the fenders on it, and we'll be fine.
The DEI guys claim they can watch television while this race is underway. How about you?
Tell them to keep watching because the 29's coming.
Like that kind of talk, Kevin.
Now, you're getting used to all these pit stops. It seems like the race is going to be won and lost right there in the pits, regardless of what you guys do out on the track, because you have to stop so many times.
There's a lot of stops. I'll tell you what, I don't know if I'm for that rule, you know. I think you're in the pits too much, to tell you the truth. But
well, I don't, by the way, because that's my job, sure.
Okay, well, then I'll stick with that. But
now, Tony, what you do is obviously pretty extreme, but what do you think about the high banks here at Daytona?
I had no idea, you know. You see this on TV, and it just looks like a sort of a bank turn, and when you get here, it's really steep. It's a lot scarier than I thought.
All right, up the banking you go.
I got to start from the top?
Yeah.
It seems so easy when someone called me about this, you know.
Now, what kind of a ride was that at 31 degrees?
A lot faster than I ever expected it to be. It was fun, though.
Would you want it
pretty smooth along the bottom? I thought that where it meets the flat, it would be a little more kink, but it's all right.
How about at 185 miles an hour?
No, thanks.
You can see the disappointment in his face. His crew chief is Fatback McSwain. What are you going to have to do to fix this car and get it back on the racetrack?
Yeah, we got to do a lot. The bad part is we got to wait till the red flag goes away. We got some body damage on the front, got a busted transmission, and we got to change steering box. So we got a long day to go, and it's really long when you're under red flag condition.
It is, because all they can do is stare at the car. To Jeannie.
Well, I asked Kenny Schrader, do you care whether we get the rest of this race in because now it stopped raining? And what'd you tell me?
I said, of course I care.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what you said.
Well, I'm not maybe near as excited about it as I was, but, you know, we just had a decent run going. We had a good week down here. Scared the heck out of Carrot Top there, you know. And
is this what happened? Did this happen when you got the damage here?
It looked normal before the wreck, you know, and then it scared the heck out of him. So
Carrot Top never looks normal. We should just clear that up.
But we're going to load him up and bring him back at Darlington. We're going to go to Rockingham without him, but glad to have him back at Rockingham. Just not the way we wanted to have the day go.
Hadn't been bad. It's running
pretty good.
They're making fun back here. Look what Jamie's doing.
What's he doing?
Making faces at us.
I got to throw it to Matt Yoakum. Should I throw it as Steve or as Sterling?
Let's do Sterling.
All right. Well, Matt, Sterling's pretty good. You know, I don't know who you got.
Just Sterling is the king of playing pranks on people, so...
Oh, come on.
I was just trying to get one ahead of him right now. He'll get me back.
Well, you started 19th. How is your day gone? Not according to the plan you'd hoped for?
And we hope to get going again. Somebody wake him up. There's racing on Fox coming your way here in a moment.
you heard Michael McSwain, crew chief for the 18-car Bobby Labonte, affectionately known as Fatback McSwain.
Drivers are being called to their cars, and a big cheer went up from this crowd when that announcement was made.
And just real quickly, again, the sun's out and they are headed to the cars. I talked to John Darby, competition director, and he said one reason they were really cracking down on the size of these dump cans is they didn't want teams to have a can that would fill that 13.5-gallon cell, because what does that do? That puts the pressure on the tire changer to even be quicker, and that's when you have more of a chance of a mistake with loose lug nuts on pit road.
Oh, trouble down here.
I think that's Ward Burton's.
Rowdy goes right in front of all these cars. Everybody going to miss him?
Yes, but he hits the outside wall hard again. Caution is out.
Oh, my.
What do you say, Darrell, all the time?
Cautions breed cautions.
He'll be coming from the right side of your screen.
It just looks like he was up in the high side, just lost it totally on his own. There wasn't no one near him in behind.
But this is hard impact on the driver's side right there, man. I think he lucked out, though. He hit the left front and then snapped it into the left rear. I don't believe the driver's door got a hard lick.
With Jeff Hammond, Chris Myers in the Hollywood Hotel just above Victory Lane as the rain is starting to fall under our 5th caution. And a couple of important things happened here because we're on our 109th lap, 270 miles. So if it needed to be called, the race would be official. But on that last caution, Little Lee and Sterling Marlin got laps back.
You don't have one. At least you didn't have one until I showed up. You don't mind the rain?
No, I hope it keeps on raining, too. I hope NASCAR and Daytona haven't paid their light bill so they don't turn their lights on so we can just end this thing and get it over with.
They're going to red flag the race. The cars coming down pit road behind the pace cars. You watch helmet cam on Michael Waltrip.
And look at him. That's his leg right there. Look how he's all wadded up in there. You know, he's 6'5". I don't know how he gets that big body down inside that race car, but he does.
He's 6'5" with about 5 foot of legs.
Hey, Michael, this is DW up in the tower. How you read, bud?
Good.
How you feel, bud?
Fine.
You happy?
Something's up. I've never heard Michael answer a question with one word before.
Stick and Jimmy, and remember, twice in the history of the Daytona 500, the race has been shortened by rain.
And Michael Waltrip keeps looking around. You're looking to the skies. Do you feel like the heavy stuff has already come and gone, or is there more coming?
I don't think the heavy stuff is going to come down for quite some time now. I feel good about where we're at, obviously. DW won the Southern 500 by doing a rain dance. Could you cut him loose up there and let him jive around a little bit?
We can cut you loose.
I can dance, but you know, when I pray to God, I pray first for him to forgive me of my sins and make me a better person, and then I ask him for what I want. So I've done all those things, and I want it to rain really bad.
With teammate Kevin Harvick, here we are again back underneath the rain umbrella. What do you think?
Well, I think it's raining, and I think if it keeps raining, we're going to be running out of time.
Yeah, you know, this is our biggest race of the season. As I was just telling you a minute ago, you know, they don't stop the Super Bowl or the World Series because of this. Maybe we need to look, and Michael, I'm not betting against you here. I think you'd win even if we went back, so I think you got a good enough car. But we might ought to look at down the road that, hey, we're going to finish this race, you know. Let this be a little different because this is a different race than anywhere else that we run. If it takes a day or 2 days to do that, then we need to run 500 miles here.
A moment ago, there's Michael Waltrip, your current leader, with his wife, Elizabeth or Buffy. He actually proposed to Buffy in Victory Lane after winning the Busch Series race there in Bristol back in April of '93. And so they've kept it in the family.
Yeah, definitely so.
Okay. All right. I'm
not going there.
I thought there was a segue for teamwork, but you obviously didn't want to play on that. All right, the rain is still falling.
All in all, you know, I mean, if we ended up here 9th, it would be a good day, and we're on television over here. Did you know that?
Well, I can't believe your shy brother Kenny hasn't made his way over to a television. As much of a rain field as we're in, should we drag him in here?
We need some stacker too, Herman. Come on over here and let's talk. Come right here. No, come on.
Kenny, I was telling Mike, I'm surprised we've had a rain field. As shy as you are, you haven't been on camera yet.
Well, you know what? Mike deserves all the TV time he can get. I mean, he's had a hell of a weekend. What, 6th in the trucks, 4th yesterday, and he just deserves a full-time ride. And I'm happy you guys are interviewing because he's been up front all day. I'm his PR man. I'm happy. My Stacker 2 Dodge has been running good. We're 16th right now, and we've been tight at times, but great pit stops by my team, and I'm as thrilled as Mike, but I would like to go green too, so we'll just have to wait and see.
By the way, could you give us like another version of that boogity, boogity, boogity that we heard the other day?
What did I say there? We do all that over this hangar, and I said, I just dreamed it up all of a sudden. I'm like, off your seat and on your feet. It's time to go green flag. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Woo, that's St. Louis way, baby.
Well, like, once he gets over that shyness, Mike, he'll be all right. He's the introvert of the family. You know, it takes him a while to get out of the shell. But, hey, I know the kids are watching at home. We're not going to be home this evening. So, Lindsay, Chrissy, Matt, hope Dad finishes 9th or better. All right, thanks, Mike. Kenny, thank you very much. Let's go to Dick Bergery.
I guess I've been around longer than you because I remember when they didn't have duct tape and people just ran lousy.
All right. Thanks. Actually, Dick Berger used tape on the Mayflower when he was sailing over. We kid because we care.
Continue through the night. The race has been called, and Michael Waltrip is a two-time champion of the Daytona 500.
No, I tell you what a thrill. What a great accomplishment for him, his team, and boy, I know it's just got to make him. Well, look at him. Let it rain, baby. He's had a great speed weeks. And his second Daytona 500 win. And guess we've done 3 races from here, and he's won all 3 of them.
Kurt Busch finishes second. Jimmy Johnson is third. Kevin Harvick, Mark Martin.
Entire distance. We tried drying the track. We tried doing everything we could to get this race in.
And a kiss by Buffy. For 45 years, Michael, so many drivers have tried to win this race and never won it. You've won it twice. How special?
I can't believe it. I was telling Buffy, I heard that it hadn't been shortened since 1966. I said, they're due. It's got to be about time when we got shortened up again. So thankful for Dale Earnhardt. He made this place even more special to me, watching him over the years. And I know his heart, and he was about this place. And I know he's smiling now. And
he was about this place.
This place, and he were one. And if you're gonna die, when it's time to die, you need to go somewhere where you feel so at ease and at peace and at home. And that describes Dale at Daytona. I'm just thankful for the opportunity he gave me. Thankful for Teresa, who's running DEI. Oh, all the guys, Slugger. I mean, it's amazing. It's just amazing that we put that car in the front, and then it started raining. And it's just, people don't know what, I mean, you just don't know what Daytona means. You can't know unless you've lived your life pursuing dreams that come true here. Thank God for the nice rain shower, and I prayed for it to rain. I pray for God to forgive me for the dumb things I do and to make me a better person, and then I asked for what I want. And today I really wanted some rain. Woo!